Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gothic 3. And I apologize for how long it's been, and I also apologize if this is a little weird at first because I just got new headphones and my god, they muffle so much sound that hearing myself is extremely weird. So, let me see if I can... There we go, that'll do. So, we have to work on the endings now, and the first order of business, even though last time I did say I wanted to go for the Adanos ending, I've changed my mind. I want to do the other two endings first since they are non-canonical, or canonical or something. And also the Adanos, the neutral ending, is the easiest to achieve. So, either way, I mean, almost no matter what we do, we can take care of Lee's quest in the process. So let's just go ahead and get him into position at least.
I've got the two teleporter stones for the castle. One takes you to the temple, and the other one directly to the king.
Give me the one for the temple. I will wait for you there. See you behind the barrier.
And this is the only time in the history of this entire game that you will see an NPC using a teleporter stone, which is pretty cool. Although it does show that the animation really just does show them disappearing. Alright, now another thing I wanted to make sure we do first is just to see what dialogues we get from the principal NPCs now that we have all of the Adanosian artifacts, or whatever you like to call them, the Divine Artifacts. In fact, I think we're wearing all but one of them. No. We also... no. Oh no, I am wearing that. And the Ring of Adanos gives a shit ton of mana. It is more valuable to me than that, so I'm going to switch that. That is a very powerful artifact. So let's just see what Xardas has to say. He's the one who pretty much put us on the path to collect the artifacts after all.
I have the 5 artifacts of Adanos.
Then you hold great power in your hands. A power that Zuben and Rhobar want to see on their side. Either is possible. With these artifacts, you can decide for Enos or for Beliar.
And what are you going to do?
I tell you that it is up to us to prevent either Beliar or Enos from winning this war. For what would happen if one of them should win? 1,000 years of rule under the will of one god. Ultimately, there would be war again. My plan is designed to end this madness forever. That is the third way which I offer you. But the decision is not mine to make. It is yours.
And what role do the artifacts play in all of this?
Go to the ore furnace in Nordmar and destroy them. Take the focus stone. It contains the collected magic of the runes. There is enough energy to power the ore furnace, so that the artifacts can be destroyed within.
You want me to destroy the artifacts?
So that their power can never again be used. But the decision is yours. If you decide for Beliar or Enos, then everything I have fought for is lost. At least for the next 1,000 years.
And that comment there kind of adds some ambiguity to Zardoz' character. In fact, there was a mobile game, which unfortunately I've never had any opportunity to see or play, which gave sort of an origin story for Xardas, and as far as I know, it took place many years before the events of this game. I'm not sure how long exactly, but I think it was beyond the lifespan of a normal human being. And it sort of implies, especially because since we do see Xardas again in Arcania, it does sort of imply that Xardas might have sort of an expanded mortality, something beyond what a normal human has, and it just seems to indicate that Xardas is actually beyond human, and the way he refers to his plan being lost for the next 1,000 years suggests that he believes, so long as he's alive, he might be able to change things in the scope of 1,000 years. So, as long as, factors don't see to his end, he seems to suggest that he could live the span of 1,000 years in which he needs to try and set his plan into motion again.
And what happens once I have destroyed the artifacts?
Then we walk a path whose end we do not know. But still it won't be over. I will tell you everything else once the artifacts have been destroyed.
And so once doing that, we have the neutral ending. And I do recall that Xardas has some additional dialogue at least after you destroy the artifacts. But I wonder if he has anything to say before that. No, unfortunately, he does not. He also does not have any magic spells I really care about. Alright then, what should I use these learning points on then? Master of Two Blades. That would require too much strength, I think. Could learn resistance to diseases. You know what, I wonder. The, regeneration. Where? Oh wait, no, I do not have the strength for that. Not even close. This is another thing I wonder. I don't know if it says bonus on all armor, but it might only be like heavier armors, which actually have a metal component to them. Diseases, poisons, I don't care. You know, I do know. I mean, I can't. I know that Sigmar, the Black Mage Sigmar, has a hidden chest, but I've never established whether or not. Whether or not there's actually a story-based reason to go look for it. Actually, you know what? I think there might be. It might start in Ishtar. Let me see if I can steal it. I think you need the highest pickpocketing skill if you want to steal it. No, I got it. Never mind. Marvelous. And his chest is actually located behind sort of secondary tower here. I think I can survive this fall. Let's go take a look, see what he has in it. And I suppose whatever quest it's meant to trigger, we might stumble upon once we're actually inside of Ishtar. Speaking of Ishtar, how close are we? We need... yeah. I mean, I know you can pay that loyalty thing to the Hashishin at the gates of Ishtar, but I don't think that'll be enough. Now, where's this cave? There you are. So let's see what good old Sigmar has hidden away here. He has another teleport stone to Bakaresh, assorted loot, 2,000 gold, old book about dragons, Sigmar's diary, recipe to transformate into a stone dragon. Well, that sounds... Hang on, what the hell? Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something actually inside the chest. So let's read these thingamajigs. Something about dragons. Old book about dragons. Beliar's creatures which only live in the Adanos sphere. Interesting. What is Sigmar's diary? If I have to do it for Zuben, such a powerful magic stone to create, you can have the world domination. Wrote a complicated but useful recipe for the magic stone. I need a dragon heart and an earth elemental potion. No, that's a lie. We need the fire elemental potion. We can make it. It turns us into a dragon. Do we have the capacity to make another fire potion, though? Ah, bugger. We need another fire rain scroll, and I'm not sure we're ever going to find one. Well, once again, if I don't manage to find one, I'll just, I'll complete that with the assistance of console commands. So, I don't think there actually is a chest, or a quest related to that chest. Well, before we move on, let's go to Rhobar. And, see what he wants to do as far as the, artifacts go.
I have found the artifacts of Adanos.
I knew you would succeed. Now take my scepter and make yourself the chosen one of Enos. Go to the Monastery of Fire and receive the divine power of Enos.
Now, he gives us the scepter right off the bat without question. And that is interesting, because I think as long as we have the scepter, he does not need to die. So, but I cannot say that for sure. We'll have to see what happens when we actually reach the Adanos ending. But if that turns out to not be the case, well then he's gotta die. Let's see what kind of reputation bonus we get for doing this.
Stop!
35? Wow! I thought it was only like 25.
So what do you say? May I enter?
You have the right to enter the city of Ishtar. But first, let me explain the city rules to you.
Let me guess. No trouble, or I might run into a fist.
All right. Looks like you know the city rules.
Oh, I guess it's as simple as that. Nothing high and mighty about those rules. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ishtar. It's actually not that big, not nearly as big as its impressive status would have you believe.
What do you want?
Well, I want to enter the palace.
If you cause any trouble, I will break every single one of your bones.
If you say so. And here's a bit of a garden. It's kind of ironic that, what's his name? Fabio says that Zuben does not have a gardener, when in fact he has several. Although they are all just, ordinary slaves, and this isn't really a very impressive garden. Can't even get these mushrooms out of here. And there are some vaults under here, which... kind of interesting. Why don't we just take a look now? This will probably be one episode that's completely removed from the ending paths that I'm working towards. This will just be sort of the precursor to all that. And then we'll start actually working towards the endings themselves. In this episode, we're pretty much just setting up as much as possible for each of them. So there isn't really a whole lot down here. It seems more like wine cellars. Not exactly the kind of vaults for treasure and sorts. All that would, in fact, be in Zuben's own bedchamber. Although there are some treasures to be had here. Oh jeez, I keep forgetting about that. Thankfully there's no one really guarding anything down here, which is nice, but I am concerned that if we take too much, we could run into trouble here. So let's only focus on the heavy chest. Ah, so there is another headsman's sword. So, that's the only non-worn version of that. The only full-powered version that you can find. Judge's staff, eh? How interesting. So does that one behave like a... I don't think it behaves like a magic staff. And yeah, the Scepter of Varant does, in fact, can be wielded as a weapon. It's a shitty weapon, but it is a very cool-looking one. Let's just take a close look. Almost inspired by, I think, Saruman's staff in the Lord of the Rings films. But original enough and very cool-looking. Unfortunately, it's not worth much in spite of its very mystical particle effects. Yeah, so this is not in any way a magic staff. Kind of looks like a combination. And the judge's staff in Gothic 2 was just like it was a short staff with a kind of curved part that actually looked like a blade. And this one kind of combines the judge's staff with, or just an ordinary staff with the torturer's axe from the previous game, which is kind of cool. Alright, well, we own that now, for what it's worth, and hopefully we don't get accosted for thievery. You'd think they'd be a little bit more protective of their luxuries around here. He's not accosting us. And this here is actually the arena, and we've actually come out quite far away. We were just over that wall before. So let's have a word with the people here. Can't have a word with him. Or him.
You come from Nordmar?
I forge magic ore weapons.
Magic ore weapons? Don't you need a big furnace for that?
Yes, to smelt the ore. I can forge a finished blank on any anvil in the world. And if you can rustle up some ore blanks, bring them to me. And if you think you've got what it takes, I'll show you how to forge your own blade.
So I'm curious why a Nordmarian has come all the way down here to work for the Hashishin. And I think this might be where... I'm going to hold on to the ore blanks for now until I truly figure out where we're supposed to bring them. But I think this... Oh. Well, that answers that.
How could it be any other way?
Alright, well, no one actually told us where we were supposed to bring them, but I guess they are just to Zuben here.
Wow, you came up with 10 blanks? Stranger, you are good. I'll get to work.
And that's it. That's where those 10 blanks go.
Hey man, you're not from around here, are you?
And you? Where are you from?
Lago. I've come here to train.
What are you doing?
Preparing for the fight. Mentally, that is. When body and spirit are in unison, I cannot be defeated.
I see.
But I can't really concentrate on my training.
Maybe it's the smoking.
Yes, sure, exactly. It's that awful crap I'm smoking here. No idea what they're stuffing into their pipes around here, but it tastes of cactus somehow.
Can I help you?
Of course you can. Go to Lago and get me a package of premium swamp weed.
And we don't really have one, but this is one of the cases in the original game you could not... You could only obtain 3 packages, and there were 4 people who would ask for them. And I suspect that most people probably would not have one ready for this guy. Thankfully, the mod now allows us to purchase them from Rasul. Which is good, because he actually said that he sells packages, even though we were never previously able to buy them from him. Oh no, I want that. Won't quite cover it. We'll take all those. Never good enough. Money isn't a real concern anymore. Let's go ahead and get this to Emmet.
Your requested goods from Scenic Lago.
Hey, would you look at that? A whole package of the finest training materials. I can feel my spirit opening up as we speak. And once you open your spirit as well, I can show you how to control your body.
Is that so? Well, maybe we'll consider that.
I want to fight in the arena.
No, this is an arena for Hashishins only, not for travelers.
Okay. Well, he sure shut me up. So what else did we need to do here? There was something we needed to take care of. Well, I guess it's here. The instigator of the ore theft. Narasul. So we have to look for a man named Narasul and see if he truly has something to do with the ore thefts. Narasul is one of the black mages, from what I hear. Surus? Narasul, there you are.
What do you want from Narasul, the great black mage of Ishtar? Am I supposed to pat you on the back because you managed to enter the city?
I thought Zuben was the greatest mage here.
Exactly. And he is, too.
You ordered the theft of the magic ore.
Those idiots betrayed me. They were supposed to bring the raw ore to me. Instead, those morons sold them for a few measly pieces of gold.
Well, raw ore is worth quite a bit.
A few measly pieces of gold. They will be worth 10 times as much once they're made into magic ore weapons. No one could stop a handful of Hashishin equipped with those weapons. No one. Not even Zuben. And I would be the new ruler of all the Hashishin.
Hey, come back to Earth. You don't have the raw ore, not a single piece.
Damn. All right. Look, let's forget this trivial matter. I'll pay you 2,000 gold coins, and we'll never, ever mention this again. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
Absolutely not.
You will pay for your deeds, with your blood.
You dare to reject my offer?
Yes, you are completely mad.
Beliar himself chose me as his servant.
And I'm going to send you straight to him.
You're about to die!
Am I? Or is it you? Oh shit.
It's going to be a
No!
Hey, what are you doing?
Trying to kill this guy, but you got in my way.
Hey, what are you doing?
That was a close call. Oh yeah. And eat it. I'm glad this guy didn't get too fussy after I hit him a couple times. But there you have it. Narasul has received his mandated punishment. Let's see what he was reading. Maybe it's interesting.
Here it says something about alchemy.
Something about alchemy. Alright, well, with that taken care of, perhaps Ningal would like to know. So, hope you all had a nice holiday, or a nice holiday season at least. Seeing as I was away for so long, I feel like it would be nice to catch up with you guys. Let's talk to him first, though.
Narasul has been dealt with.
Then he was behind the ore theft.
Yes. He wanted to set himself up as a ruler.
What a megalomaniacal fool! Zuben has the power of Beliar. He is the chosen one. He can never be replaced. Ah, now it dawns on me. Now I see clearly. He fell victim to Beliar's power. Beliar must have spoken to him, but not to set him on the throne in Ishtar. Rather to call him to Beliar. Yes, Beliar is great and his power is destruction. and those who are not steadfast, he calls.
Uh-oh.
Here, this is for you.
Well, that was a bit underwhelming of a reward, but quite a speech he had there. Anyway, hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I had a pretty nice one, just spending it with family. And as a gift, I got a shit ton of tea, which is quite nice. Something I've been trying to dabble in a little bit more. Some of it's nice, some of it I think is a bit too refined for my layman's palate. But I think it'll grow on me. Apart from that, I got these new headphones, which again are nice, but they're giving me a bit of trouble, and honestly making me a bit dizzy in a way. Kinda just the way they screw with my perceptions as they were. Let's find a bed. Need to wait until morning. Or do I? Given that it's going to be pretty warm around here, I think we should switch to our elite Hashishin armor. And with other people waking up, we can have some more discussion with a few of them. Such as you. Oh, guess you have nothing to say. A lot of these people will have more to say once we've actually talked to Zuben himself. Which it seems like it would be wise to do, but... There is one slave here who has dialogue.
So you got into a fight with Narasul?
He was completely out of his mind.
I heard that he was also behind the theft of the raw ore.
How do you know that?
I know a lot of things. Well, we don't like it much here when high-ranking mages go mad. Here's a little something from a satisfied alchemist. Welcome to Ishtar, son of the North. I am Delazar, alchemist and mage. How can I help you?
I want to learn from you.
Of course. My knowledge is available to anyone who made it all the way to Ishtar.
Interesting.
Show me.
Seems like a very friendly character. Oh. Oh. Too bad we can't afford it anymore. That would be very nice for this area. Although, with all this stuff we can sell, it's not going to cover it, unfortunately. God, it doesn't get us anywhere near enough. Oh, there's a lot of trouble just for nothing. Alright, well, let's see who else is hanging around here. Let me think, are there any spells we could really use? Some of these, not applicable until later. Alright. Well, I got a lot of learning points I just can't really fathom what to do with. Might as well invest at least some of them into ancient knowledge, since that'll improve our damage.
Teach me.
Oh wow, it costs a lot more now. Alright, well let's just hang on to the rest. Yeah, once you reach 300 in any stat, the learning point requirements double. So you do have to watch out for that. Now here's a fool who seems to be leading some fools.
I am Ugrasal, warrior for Zuben and trainer. What brings you to Ishtar?
Can you train me?
No, I only train Zuben's warriors.
Man, people are very curt and uncourteous around here. But it is to be expected. This is not a place where strangers are often welcomed. Took us a long time to win enough influence here. Let's go and have a word with Zuben himself.